slightly irritating because I've had to sort of make this video 3 times already. But I'm probably going to try and shorten it down anyway, because last time was like 15 minutes long. This is the awaited tattoo update, how it looks, how it feels, what it felt like. Where did I get it done? How much did it cost? Whereabouts is it? Did you want to get it there for what reasons? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to start off by saying, if you do not like skin, curvy girls, belly bars, possibly seeing my bra strap, you won't see that, or anything like that, or you're like preaching to the skin gods that you will not see naked skin until you're married, then please don't watch this. Click off. Yeah, I say it for your sake more than mine. Or if you don't like scabs, but I don't think you'll really see the scabs because they're quite flaky, so it's fine. So I shall start off by showing you my tattoo. Oh, right. Oh, I apologise in advance. Here is my tattoo. As you can see, I've got the word hope written here, if you can sort of see it. And I've got the infinity sign, I've got a feather, and I've got 18 birds coming up to my floating rib just here. It's purple and black, and I really, really like it. And a lot of other people have said that they really, really like it, and it's really girly. So, my main questions that I have been asked since I have had it. It's been 7 days today. Happy anniversary tattoo. It's been 7 days today, and we are practically inseparable. Get it? Inseparable. Tattoo, kind of forever. Yeah. So, a lot of people said to me, how much did it cost? This tattoo in particular, I don't know if you can see it like from a distance. It looks quite small like in person, but here, it's reasonably quite big. This cost me £80, which was actually fantastic. I was amazed with how reasonable it was. So it did cost me £80. I think it sort of went more by the hour than by anything else. Maybe it didn't, I don't know. It took about an hour and a half, so maybe that's how it sort of worked out. A lot of people say to me, does it hurt? All tattoos hurt. No, you know, it doesn't hurt. 7 layers of skin or whatever it is, you know. Nah, it's fine. It does hurt. It's not like an unbearable pain where you want to cry and scream and rip your hair out. It's just uncomfortable and it doesn't feel very nice. You know, the first thing I said when he started was, oh my god, that does not tickle. You know, it just doesn't feel pleasant. I would definitely get tattoos again. It hasn't put me off. I think if you want to do this to your body, then you're going to have to kind of deal with what it is to get it. So that's just how I roll. But this was my first tattoo, so I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't really know what it's going to feel like. I didn't know how I was going to be, if I was going to cry, if I was going to faint, if I was going to be sick, or was I going to bleed. I didn't do any of those things, other than I bled a teeny weeny bit on near my top of my feather. But from scale from 1 to 10, overall, the whole tattoo I would say is about a 7.5. Bearing in mind, the 7 itself was just the rib bit, and at the end when he went over with the white. When he started off, I'd say it was about a 6, because I didn't really know what to expect. And then after that, my body sort of got numb. And then at the end, near the birds, where I had fresh skin that hadn't been tattooed yet, and the white going over the sore areas, that was when the 7 sort of came in. So I'd say about 6.5, 7 overall, roughly. That's just my personal opinion. Some people might have had it on their hip, their side, their rib, and going, oh my god, she's being really overdramatic. Whatever. This is just how it felt, to be fair. I think all tattooists tattoo differently as well. Maybe yours hurt more. Do let me know in the comments below if you've had a tattoo here and it's hurt even more or less. I am fortunate enough to have the curse of curves, so I'm not too skinny. Maybe if you're more on the skinnier side and you're a little bit more bony, maybe it will hurt more, like on your rib, your hip bone. Maybe it'll be a little bit more tender. But mine wasn't too bad. I mean, we all have preferences, right? So, you know, the hurting's covered, the price is covered. What I use on my tattoo cream-wise to, like, keep it, I just hit myself in the face. To keep it sort of moisturised and healthy, I use the Bepanthen. This is actually Jonathan's one that he lent me. I've got my other little one here because I actually lost this one and panicked, so I bought this one, but now I have two. So this is what I use on it. I put this on like every 4 hours roughly. It keeps it really moisturised and keeps the scabbing process less scabby, if that makes sense. Like, you know, if you like fall over, you cut yourself in a few hours or whatever, it like scabs over the whole thing, it's all crusty and hard and disgusting. This sort of just goes like a wet flake. It kind of sounds gross, but it's true. That's what mine did. Mine sort of went to like a wet flaky consistency because it was moist. A lot of people hate that word, just a little disclaimer. But that's kind of how it went. So I have been using this at like every 4 hours on dry skin. I shower in my Nivea Cream Soft shower cream just because it's really gentle. It doesn't include any alcohol, although I would love some right now. And it's very soothing, softening on your skin in general, and it doesn't really smell or anything, which is a shame. But obviously I don't want to risk putting any soreness or chemicals into my cut, because that's technically what it is. You've got to treat it like an open wound, so it's just common sense really. As for clothing, for me personally, where mine was, I wore trackies for about 4 days, and yesterday and today I started wearing jeans again. Trackies or jogging bottoms, whatever you want to call them, leggings, jeggings, anything comfortable, because it's sort of there and it sort of rubs or pulls or whatever, so you want to be comfy. Also baggy tops. This is probably one of the tighter tops that I've worn in the last few days. So yeah, also if you are a little bit worried, you can put cling film over it. When I had my tattoo done, Pete, my tattooist, I don't know if I mentioned that, that is who he is. You put cling film over it, and he told me when I get home to take it off, to have a shower, put cream on, and to let it like sort of breathe. And then when I go to bed at night, cover it up, because I might itch it, scratch it, roll over, whatever, and stuff like that. Luckily, I actually sleep on this side, and not this side, so I don't really have that problem of like hurting myself whilst it was healing. I don't know what the word is. And I panicked. The first night I had my tattoo done, I really panicked. I woke up at about 3 o'clock that next morning. I looked down and, you know, I was just getting used to the fact that I've got ink on me now. And that was kind of creepy in itself. It sort of kicked in that I had a tattoo. And I took my cling film off because something was bugging me. I can't remember what it was, but something was really bugging me. And I took it off and there was like ink, like ooze, like everywhere. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh, something's happened. I haven't done something right. I was like, it's oozing everywhere. All the ink's going to come off. I was like, I'm going to have to tell Pete that I've done something wrong. And he's going to have to tattoo me again. I'm going to have to go through all that pain. And I did what every normal human being does. I Googled it. I had to Google it. I was so worried and scared, and I loved this tattoo so much. I didn't want it to like get ruined, and I thought, oh, it's all my fault. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. That's gonna happen. That's apparently your body like pushing any of the excess ink that it doesn't need out of your body. So if that happens to you, thank God you've seen this video, because I panicked like a motherfucker, and I seriously, I was shitting my panties. It was scary because I thought I'd done something wrong. It's gonna ooze naturally. I'd called Pete up and he said it's perfectly fine. Some people ooze, some people don't. He said, I've kind of forgot to tell you that in the morning, but that's why he sort of recommended for me to wear the cling film in the first place. I was like, you cheeky bugger, you could have warned me. So yeah, it's fine. I don't really know what else to sort of cover. Why did I want it? I felt that at this point in my life, I'm almost 19 in a few weeks, and I thought that more so than ever after my current events, shall we say, I was ready more than ever to get this done. To me, if you haven't seen my other video, it symbolises freedom and nature and forever, and hope to me, unless you haven't seen it, means hold on, pain ends. And I love the Rebecca Ferguson song I Hope, so I've always loved that word. It's always meant a great deal to me, so of course I want it to be like imprinted forever on my side, and I just think it's a really nice word. and stuff like that, and everybody else seems to really, really like my tattoo just as much as I do. I love it so much, and that's why I got so worried when I thought I'd like messed it up. I was like, oh no, I've ruined it. Stuff the fact that it's on me for life. It's the fact that I've ruined this masterpiece. It's fine. A lot of people said, does purple ink hurt getting it done? Like, is it any different? No, I wouldn't say that purple ink is any more painful or less painful than black ink, blue ink. I didn't ever have any red ink. I've heard that red ink is more bad for you than any other colour, and I was like, oh yeah, but red and blue make purple, so I was like, but I didn't really have any problems with it. I didn't really notice he was doing it when he was doing the purple. It didn't really bother me too much. So it was quite exciting and nervous and stuff, because I always said to myself, I do not want colour in a tattoo, and I thought, I love the colour purple, it's my favourite colour, and I love the colour black, it's my favourite colour, why not bloody well put the two together? So that's what I did. I've got 4 birds on the top of my tattoo that are purple, and they go into a gradient effect of black. And then within my feather, I've got purple and black and grey and white and stuff. So that's just how I roll. Yeah. So yeah, that is really it. I don't really know if that's it. Is it it? I don't know. Main thing that I can honestly recommend is get lots of sleep the night before. I didn't, because I was shitting myself. I didn't really get nervous until like the night before, and getting some sleep is really important. So make sure you get an early night and have a good sleep. Don't drink the night before. Don't go out and get absolutely shit-faced and hammered and getting like high off a kite. Just go to bed if you know that you've got your tattoo the next morning, because you will bleed like a mofo, and they won't tattoo you if that's the case. And if they do, then they probably shouldn't even be running a business, because if you're pissing out with blood after drinking loads of alcohol and it's going all over the place and it's on their shoes and stuff, then they've probably got some serious issues. Pete told me a story about a guy that had gone to Malaga for 2 weeks on the piss. He came back and literally he started to tattoo him and it just squirted out everywhere, and he said, I can't tattoo you, mate, you have to go home. So yeah, also don't do it if you've got sunburn. I've heard that horror stories about people that have done it with sunburn. Weird. Eat something sugary for breakfast. I ate half a Mars bar and 3 small pancakes. That was not enough. I needed to eat more. I went as pale as a ghost. I didn't cry or anything like that, but I did go very pale. So please do eat, or take something with you, like a lollipop or something. Like, I had to eat like 2 lollipops after, because I felt a bit ugh. I took 2 bottles of Lucozade with me, or a Dr. Pepper, or a Coke, or anything with a bit of sugar in it, Powerade, anything you sort of want, just to sort of, you know, get going. After a while of getting tattooed, your endorphins kick in, so, you know, it's okay, it's not too bad, you know. A lot of people sort of slate it, and it's not too bad. I'm waiting to book my second one already, which will also be another update. So that's all I can sort of say, really. Drink plenty of water, keep positive, breathe. I cannot stress this enough. Breathe, breathe, breathe. It is so important to breathe. Don't hold your breath, because especially with it being on your tummy, if you hold your breath, go, it's gonna be so much worse for you. It's gonna hurt more, and then when you let go, like exhale, your tummy's gonna go like this. Well, unless you're like this, then it's gonna go. But yeah, so breathe, keep positive. If you want to get it, do it. It's so worth it, and trust your tattooist. If you're nervous about anything, they should reassure you, and if they don't reassure you, then probably change the place where you go, like I did, because the other guys that I were going to go to were dicks. I went to a place called Armadillo Ink in Royston, and yeah, that's all I can say, really. I'll see you guys soon. If you want anything else doing, or a more in-depth video, please let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, be awesome. I love you all. I also have Facebook now, so have a look, and I will see you all soon.